Salam hangat,
Salam hangat,
terdahsyat
terdahsyat
untuk
untuk
keluarga Indonesia.
keluarga Indonesia.
Aduh. Luna sombong sekarang udah bisa wawancara Ibu Menteri ya.
Ibu Menteri Luar Negeri
Amerika Serikat.
Hebat banget sih Luna ya.
Luar biasa.
Ya,
Tadi
pokoknya
tegang
sekali lagi
banget
terima
sih.
kasih banyak ya buat Ibu Menteri yang menyempatkan
Iya.
hadir untuk di Dahsyat. Tepuk tangan sekali lagi
kasih.
dong.
Tepuk tangan buat
Tapi tunggu
Dahsyat.
dulu.
Iya.
Itu masih part 1 kalau nggak salah ya.
Masih
Nanti
part
kita
one
akan,
ya?
kita akan sambung lagi.
Oke, tapi kita mau mengucapkan special thanks. Ini special thanks buat Eugene, buat Tristram,
Dian,
Dian
dan juga
dan Jessica
Jessica.
yang sudah membantu terlaksananya Dahsyatnya spesial
Hillary Clinton.
Yeay, banget.
Dan juga kita mau ngucapin terima kasih dan kita been honored. Kita merasa bangga sekali bisa kedatangan tamu yang luar biasa istimewa yang jarang-jarang mungkin tidak bisa ditemui di acara lain.
Ya.
We like to say thank you untuk Menteri Luar Negeri Amerika Serikat yaitu Madam Secretary Hillary Clinton.
Benar banget dan Luna, ini berarti Luna Olga acara Dahsyat ini benar-benar dahsyat sekali
Benar
ya.
banget,
Betul.
sesuai
Luar
namanya.
biasa, luar biasa sesuai namanya
Benar.
sekali. Dahsyat.
Acaranya Dahsyat, presenternya Dahsyat.
Benar.
Bintang tamunya juga dahsyat sekali.
Ya, sekarang kita
Oke.
mau lihat lagi liputannya
Oke,
lagi
aku
nih ya.
wawancara
Oke,
lagi ya.
kamu
bentar
wawancara
ya.
lagi Luna.
Baik.
Oke.
Sana. Luna enak
Luna enak banget.
Nanti
Aduh Olga, kapan kita wawancara orang terkenal?
That is something that I noticed when I was here before. It's something that President Obama and I have talked about. It's part of his memories of spending his childhood years here, that people were living harmoniously. There was great diversity, 250 languages in Indonesia. And there was a sense that people could get along with one another, work with one another. And now with a democratic form of government, there is an opportunity for people to participate. And so many are choosing to do so.
Okay. It's getting heavy, but it's my turn now. It's a fun part. Okay, so this is a music show. Dahsyat is a music show. In English, it means awesome.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's right. That's what I was told. I was told I was going to be on an awesome show.
Yeah, exactly. That's the meaning. But the question is, what is your favorite music and artist?
Oh, you know, I am older than you are, so
Okay.
I have many likes in music. When I work, I listen to classical music because I find it very soothing, and my husband can listen to jazz and rock and roll and concentrate. I have to have, you know,
Classic.
the kind of sense of, you know, order and harmony. But I am someone who loves the music of my youth. I think that kind of happens when you
Yes.
grow up, and what was important to you when you were a young person kind of stays that way. So, you know, for me, it's really the old standbys like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones,
Okay.
and I am really, you know, very. Oh, good, good.
That's awesome.
I don't feel so old. I love it.
We love the Beatles and Rolling Stones.
Oh, good, good. Well, and when you see, you know, Paul McCartney or the Rolling Stones still perform, it makes you feel pretty good.
Well, I bet
keeps
you listen
going.
to music all the time, especially during your last campaign.
Yes, I guess.
Yes. Well, what do you have? What your most valuable experience or lesson that you've learned during your campaign, and how do you perceive your former rival, now President Barack Obama, since now you're working together?
Well, the most wonderful memory is how great the people of my country are. I had such an extraordinary experience because I crisscrossed our country. I met people in every state and so many different settings. And I campaigned hard against President Obama. We had an incredibly intense competition. But in a democracy, somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. And part of what you get used to when you've been practicing democracy a long time is that if you lose, you go and figure out how to continue helping, to make a contribution. And so when the president asked me to be Secretary of State, I was very surprised, very honored, and decided that I wanted to both serve my country and serve my president.
That's what we have to learn here in Indonesia.
You know, I had a long conversation about that last night. I had a wonderful dinner with a number of active people here in every kind of advocacy group and civic society. And they asked me, they said, well, how does it feel when you lose? Because you have so many political parties, you have so many people running. I said, well, of course it hurts. You lose, you work hard, and then you don't make it. That's a disappointment. But in a democracy, you close ranks and you say, okay, what are we going to do to try to overcome our disagreements and try to support the people who've been elected? Because you can't just be tied up in politics. You've got to turn to governing and make life better for people. And I think that that's part of the ongoing process of democracy.
Well, since we have very limited time, so I have to ask you the final question. Well, you became the United States Secretary of State just as the Gaza crisis happened. What do you want to say to Indonesians who are angry about the U.S. policy in the Middle East?
Well, one thing is that immediately upon being inaugurated and my taking office as Secretary of State, President Obama and I said the United States will get re-engaged in trying to help in the Middle East. We felt like the United States had not been as active in trying to bring the parties together to resolve the conflict. So we appointed a special envoy. I will go to Cairo next week to a conference sponsored by the Egyptians to try to get humanitarian aid to the people of Gaza. I'm working hard to support the Palestinian Authority so that they can help their people. And we're going to work very hard to try to resolve what has been such a painful, difficult conflict for so many years, and to move toward a two-state solution so that Israelis and Palestinians can live in peace side by side and do the things that you're doing here. Having fun, working on the future, caring about whether your child does well in school instead of feeling so besieged as both Israelis and Palestinians do. We've got to try to find a breakthrough.
Well, thank you very much,
Thank
Madam
you very
Secretary.
much. There's so many questions, but unfortunately,
will we have me back if I come back?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
please. Yes, we would be delighted.
Open arms.
I always have so many good memories when I leave from here.
you so
And I thank you both for what you're doing, bringing information and fun to people
Yes,
early in the
exactly.
morning.
Entertainment and news.
That's
Well,
right.
since this is a music show,
Yes.
I think we would like
To
maybe to hear you sing a
Sing
little
a
bit.
little bit.
Just a little bit. From the Beatles, maybe?
Here is the problem.
Okay.
You see all of these people, if I start to sing, they will leave.
No.
Okay. If you say one word in Indonesian.
Okay.
For dahsyat audience. Salam hangat terdahsyat.
Salam hangat dahsyat.
Terdahsyat
Terdahsyat.
untuk keluarga Indonesia.
What, say that again.
Salam hangat
Salam hangat
terdahsyat
dahsyat
untuk
untuk
keluarga Indonesia.
keluarga Indonesia.
Yes.
Aduh.
Biasa banget, dahsyat bener-bener.
Ah.
Sebentar Olga,
Ya,
lu kenapa sih nggak diajak ke sana Olga?
Ya gue mah ngerti Pi apa yang dia omongin.
Oh lu ngerti tadi?
Tapi cuma kalau gue diajak ngobrol berdua gue gak ngerti.
Tapi tadi lu pas lagi
Aduh Luna gimana Luna?
Tadi luar biasa deg-degan banget, tapi akhirnya berjalan lancar. Terima
Alhamdulillah.
kasih juga untuk doa-doanya sahabat-sahabat dahsyat. Akhirnya luar biasa lancar banget. Tapi satu hal, aku ngefans banget sama Hillary Clinton. Karena
Yeay.
orangnya luar biasa.
Aku bisa foto bareng kamu tanda tangan.
Benar, tadinya kita tegang banget satu ruangan, tapi ternyata dia mencairkan suasana dan beliau luar biasa.
Dia bilang
Bener banget.
kalau saya balik lagi ke Indonesia saya mau dong diundang di
Benar
Dasyat.
banget, berarti
Nanti
Hillary
kita
Clinton
tagih.
juga suka banget sama
Terus
dahsyat.
tadi dia ngomong,
Banget. Karena dia bilang dia akan tampil di acara yang awesome. Awesome artinya
Dasyat.
dahsyat.
Oke deh. Awesome, mangganya agak awesome.
Itu asem.
Awesome. Oh bukan.
Itu asem Olga.
Dia tidak awesome baunya, tapi awesome.
Awesome itu dahsyat.
Gitu. Ya, baiklah. Sekali lagi terima kasih banyak buat sahabat Dasyat yang sedang menyaksikan Dasyat. Mohon maaf kalau kita ada salah-salah kata. Yang pasti besok kita akan tampil lagi di Dasyat.
Dan
Ya.
jangan lupa besok ada siapa aja?
Besok kita akan nggak ada
Kangen
Dan
deh.
juga ada telepon aku Sandy Kanesen.
Dan juga ada
besok ada.
Tidu.
Ada siapa lagi? Karena kita udah membuktikan tamu kita tidak pernah tidak dahsyat.
Bener
Dan
banget.
siapa lagi? Tunggu aja besok.
Iya.
Begitu, saya Raffi Ahmad.
Saya Luna Maya.
Dan saya Catherine Wilson.
Bukan.
Siapa Raffi Ahmad?
Saya nggak tahu tuh, nggak kenal tuh. Pokoknya terima kasih karena hari ini benar-benar udah spesial banget. Dahsyatnya Hillary Clinton.
Dan terima kasih juga untuk Hotel Four Seasons dan juga Kuningan Suite. Sampai jumpa besok dan terima kasih juga untuk Kedutaan Amerika Serikat.
Ya.
Thank you and so much. Thank you so much and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.